Morning everyone. Welcome to this week's Art Weekly. It's chilly this morning. I thought I'd left my green apron up here because I can't find it in the house. How can you misplace an apron? But I have, and I can't see it up here. It will turn up, I'm sure, somewhere. This week, where to begin? Following on from last week and that joy, all last week's joy, I left you talking about taking a black and white photograph of that small 8x8 geranium painting. I can't bear to look at it. And I did work on it. I looked at the black and white and thought, I need to get more depth in the top left-hand corner. And I overworked. I really overworked and spent the afternoon muttering to myself, why did I do that? Why didn't I leave it alone? If only I could wind back the clock and leave it. What's wrong with me? Why can't I leave it? And woke up this morning thinking, okay, I'm not thinking straight because I'm in the gloom of a disappointment. So what to do? And what to do for me and what works for me and what I talk about all the time, but I still fall in the trap. When you get to that stage, this stage, you've overworked, you can't bear to look at it. That's my giving up stage. So now I have to move on from the giving up stage and give it a chance. I need to move into the give it a chance stage then. I can't get back what I've painted over, but I can move on. My intention is to keep the majority of the geranium and the pot. It's everything around it that just went wrong. So I'll take the white paint, I'll have a damp cloth to hand, and I'll block out everything, but be sure to keep the geranium. Be sure to take my cloth and clean out the areas that I do want to keep. When you hit giving up stage, walk away and let the thing dry. It has to be bone dry before you can go back to it. Quit all communication with that painting and walk away, do something else. So I'll just take a nice dollop of white paint and block out these areas that I can't make sense of. I think that's the problem. However, already just seeing some of that colour behind is helpful to give it some interest. I like that the colour shaper leaves behind the lines. I rather like that. Let that dry. While I'm waiting for the geranium to dry, I'm still tweaking this pink chair, and I could see suddenly yesterday something I didn't like up at the top here. So I think I've got it on the table. I want to just try and see if I can get this this area a little bit better. I think I'll put it on the wall. I'll put the white areas back in up here. But once I've done that, I need to just sharpen up a little bit here. But I'm genuinely now, I know I say it and then I work, but I'm genuinely now thinking that's enough going on now. I did get a bit of, where's the medium? I put down, this is a golden, I'm quite often asked about the top coat. This is a golden gel medium, and this basically looks like that inside. Have I got a clean finger? So let's see, I could just do a little bit here. So I just work it with the brush. It will go lovely and clear when that's dry, and it doesn't give you high shine, so it just will bring up the colour, and obviously it's going to just seal in. But I found it. I decided this morning that my trestle table, that lovely trestle table down in cabin 1, is redundant. I'm not going down there because there is not enough light. I've moved it alongside my main table, so it will be used. I will use it in this working very light space. So I've also changed a few things around here. I've bought in this little exhibition table, and I thought it would just help me bring a few smaller things down to try and make sense of what I've got going on here. I found an old frame and lurking, and I tried geraniums in there, and it's too big because it's 8x8, and this is probably amount for a 5x7. But when I dropped him in, I thought that's quite nice actually. I thought that looked quite sweet. So I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about not actually doing any more to geranium. Morning everyone. After yesterday's reshuffle, I came across this unfinished portrait piece, paperwork. What I did do, I photographed it a long while ago and worked on it on paper, and from those adaptations on paper I printed and manipulated, and this morning I've gone in with some acrylic paint. It's a little bit wet, so that is another resolution. I'm talking here, I'm trying to beat the sound of the hedge trimmer, so it's another resolution for work that might have gone wayward. I can at some point come back to this, and I will, but for now I think that's rather sweet. I might even contemplate putting her in a small frame. The other piece I completely overworked is this floral. But never mind, there it is. I can't get it back, so I'll go in and keeping the paint again thick. Okay, I'm going to let that dry heavy, Let's see. CCC. Hello, Vanessa. Vanessa messaged last week or the week before saying she had, at the same time as I'd got my tabletop easel, she'd found an easel in the charity shop for £4.50, and I was so green, very jealous, because I do scour the local charity shops. And today I had an appointment in Tunbridge, which is the neighbouring town, and had a little bit of time to have a look in their charity shop, and to my complete delight, look, Vanessa, it wasn't £4.50, it was £6, 6 whole pounds. Look at that, just lovely. So 2 table easels now, I can work 2 at the same time. So that will be put to very good use. And the other thing that they're really, really good for is displaying work if you're exhibiting out and about. So the other thing to show you today, I will reuse that bag. As promised, I'm so pleased with this. Craig has been working his magic on, this is a St Ives style frame, and I'm absolutely thrilled to bits. And that yesterday gave me the impetus to get down. I've got another 4, let me put that somewhere safe. It's not fixed in, but it means I can slot in. Makes such a difference. I'm absolutely thrilled to bits with those. So I'll get some top coats going so that they can be fixed in securely, have the D-rings and the cord ready to hang. So I have put down a couple more grounds. I had some black left on my brush, and I just sort of rolled the brush around in a very casual way, so they are ready to be worked on. What else to share today? Oh, the painting on paper, the floral painting on paper, I can't bear to show it to you because it's in such a bad place. Yesterday, I think yesterday was the closest I came to saying, okay, I give up with that. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And it's morphing, it's changing. I'll do a little bit more and then I'll show you where I've got to on that. Hello from the other end of the cabin too. I did a minor tweak with the table this morning because when I'm painting over there, I like to stand as far back as I can, and I miss leaning on the panel here. So I just turned the table and I can come and I can actually lean or I can sit here, so that's good. I've been working some more on that woodland painting, and last night, again, speedy scrolling on Instagram, I found another Matisse. I'll find the picture. I haven't had a chance yet to have a little research of it. Another Matisse I've never seen, and I just thought, oh, there was something in it that might help me. Let me grab it. That might help me with my Highwood picture. And it's no longer Highwood, and we've come out, I said last week, I think I've gone into the clearing, and now we've got some distance on it. So I was playing with that yesterday and having quite a nice time. I will show you the little bit more that I put down on the floral. Here it is. I'll look at it some more today. I don't think the paper will stand me putting too much more on there, but there's something about it that I quite like now. I don't feel so lost with it. Maybe that's a good expression for it. I put down a little bit more on this guy, and there's something quite fresh and uncluttered, something really gentle that I quite like with this guy. So I'm telling myself, just go steady with it. Well, I like this spot. It's rather nice. It's rather nice to be able to sit here and have a look at everything going on. But sitting here drinking tea won't get much done. I've replaced my geranium temporarily with a pot of basil from the supermarket. I've watched a programme about how the basil, every stem of basil is a little plant. So what I want to do is get this painted, take it to the greenhouse and divide it up. I'm going to leave, the pot is just a very plain grey, so nothing of much interest there. But so I thought I'll leave the packet, the wrapping. Let's see how it goes. Painting directly, blind contour-ish. Down, so then there's some of the plastic, there's some red, there's some writing, and then there's some green. Not that red. I'm just going to use water to try and diffuse. I'm wondering if this could indicate the plastic. I've got to try and resolve how to get this plastic effect. I need to put some white in. I'll let that dry at this stage. I don't like that. Quite like this, that's quite sweet. Too much red. So I'll let it dry. Spit it out, Gaynor. Let it dry and then come in and try and modify. But I'm quite pleased with the top section and I quite like the idea of some text. Yeah, so I'll keep playing with that. I had to shut the camera off. Craig came in and we got sidetracked talking about one of the St Ives frames pictures is securely in and strung and we've hung it on the wall. So I'll take a photograph and drop that in. Right, a few more adjustments. I'll play a bit more, and I might actually just leave it at that and run again. But yet again, it's just fun. I'm thinking I can't do text with my paintbrush, and you can do anything, it seems. I like the colourful nature of it, I like the playfulness of it. Here's hoping that I can take Basil to the greenhouse and make some more plants that will survive. I think I'll end here this week. I'm really encouraged now to bring all sorts of things to the window ledge. I can drop any kind of ground I like in. Next week, hopefully there'll be a few things I can show you that I've progressed. I'll be looking at the plants, the herbs. I might do a little series of herbs. That would be really good fun. So I think that I've just decided that, so that's going to be something to work towards. Let's see how that might develop for next week. Whatever you're thinking of, whatever you're working on, have a great week. And thank you, as always, thank you so much for all the lovely comments. It's so encouraging, it's really supportive. I'm very, very grateful. Have a great week, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.